and a very good afternoon to all of you. Today we have problem which name is decode based, Leetcode 91 problem. So before going forward in this video, please make sure that you have liked and subscribed to this channel. And also it's my advice to all of you that please read the problem and try to build up the intuition, then try to do the code. And if you will stuck at any point, then you can see this video. Let's read the problem statement. The problem is saying that a message containing letters from A to Z can be encoded into numbers using the following mapping. A can map with 1, V can map with 2, and up to Z can map with 26. We have 26 characters that are corresponding mapping with the particular character or number. So to decode and encode a message, all the digits must be grouped then mapped back, okay, into letters using the reverse of the mapping. Above, for example, if this number is given that 11106, this can be written as 1, then 10, then 6. If this is the mapping, that corresponding mapping will be AAJF. And this if this mapping is done, then the corresponding mapping is KJF. It can't be 06 like you can see here. If they note that the grouping 111 then 06 is invalid. Why it is invalid? Because 06 is not a particular number. 6 is the particular number and that is showing the character F. 06 is not showing any character, so it is not a valid case. So given a string S containing only digits, return the number of ways to decode it. So the test case is 32-bit. Okay. So we have given string 1 2. So 1 2 can, if I take this like 1 and 2, then it will be A and B. AB can be our string. And if I take it, I take the whole string as one character, so it can be 12L. That is showing L. So we have two bases, so our answer will be 2. So let's go on the approach part. Yeah. So here's the approach part for this. Let's Yeah. Here you can see A is mapped with 1, B is mapped with 2, and up to Z is mapped with 26. So if my string is 1 2, then I can write this as 1 and 2 separately, then it will be 1 AB. And if I took the whole string, then it can return L. It can be written L. So this is the base condition for us. Number can starting if our number is starting with 0, like 06, 026. So this is not a valid number for us. So we will return 0. If number is ending with 0, so it can be a valid number. Okay. Or third condition is, you can see we can take one character because one number because we can take one number because it can be from the range 0 to 9. So no need to check if it is lying in the range of 0 to 26 because we have 26 characters. So we no need to check for the character, if no need to check that the number is lying in this range or not. If I have two numbers, I am taking the two numbers like this. I am taking the 12. So 12 is a line in 26, 0 to 26 characters. So 12 can be written. So it will be L. I think L. Yeah. So if the number is 56, so 56 is not a, if I am taking the separate numbers like 5 and 6, then it can give the valid encoded string. But if I am taking the 56 whole number, but if I take in the 56 number, then it is not in the range of 0 to 26. So I can't take it because it is a invalid case. So I will not take that. So let's see this. If I have a number 20 to 62. So if I am taking the first index, if I am taking the first number, we can say, so it will be 2, then 262. And if I take the two numbers, then it will be 22, 62. If I can't take three numbers, because definitely it will greater than 100, greater than equal to 100, and our range is 0 to 26. So I can't take that number. So I can take two numbers. If I am taking one number, then this will be our answer. If I am taking two numbers, then this will be one answer. So I, for one number, no need to check it is lying in this range or not, because it can be 0 to 9. But if I am taking the two numbers, I have to check that if the string as dot sub str of I comma 2, I is the particular index, and comma 2 means I am taking the two indexes. If the string is lying in this range or not, is it should be less than equals to 26. It is a string to integer. I am converting that string, it will give me a string, and I am converting the string into the number. So it should be less than equals to 26. So I will do the same for all, and you can see here it is like a recursion, because we have some repetitions there. So we can use recursion. Then we will see the memorization, why we are using the memorization, and bottom and space optimization approach you will see. Okay, so these are some base cases. We can say base cases because if first base case is this one, if our number string is 0, starting with 0, so I will return 0. If my index is str.length minus 1, it means I am at the ending index, so I can return 1. And if I equals to str.length mean I out of the string, so I, these are two good cases for us, so I will return 1, because this is the valid string for me. If I am at the ending index, so it means these are the valid, this is the valid string, so I can add that string into our answer. Okay, so let's directly go to the coding part. Let's cut it from here. Yeah, so I am directly doing the optimization means memorization approach, because recursion you will see, and for optimization, bottom up approach, and space optimization approach you will see, because if I will do the bottom up approach and optimize space optimization approach, then this video will be very longer. So let's directly do the memorization part. So for the memorization, I have to create DP. You all know about this. So vector int DP. So this is my DP of size s dot size, okay, comma initialize with -1. I am initializing it is as a -1. And what I will do, I will create a function. So directly creating a function and solve, which name is solve function. I am passing the string, and starting with the 0th index and DP. Okay, this is done. Now I will write the solve function. Int solve. I'll pass DP string s comma int index I comma vector int DP. Now I have to write some base cases. So what will be our base cases? So the first condition is, if let's think about the base cases. If my I is index is greater than equals to str dot size, means str dot size. If this condition is valid, then I will return 1. This is done. If my string this is not a str, this is a s. If my character is 0, like this, if my character is 0, I will return 0. This is done. Now what I will check if my index I equals to str s dot files -1, then also I will return 1. These are three base conditions for us. Now what I will do, I will create, if I can take one character and I can take two characters. If I will take one character, int take one character. If I'm taking the one character, what I'll do, I no need to check the conditions. I can take directly. So solve of s comma. I have to increase the index by one, because I am taking the one character and dp. This is done. Now what I'll do next, I can take two characters. For taking the two characters, I have to check some conditions. What will be the conditions? It should be in the range of 0 to 26. So 1 to 26 actually, because I can't take 0. So int take 2 equals to 0. I'm initializing it as a 0. Now I have to create a dp. So a string, sorry. So a string, I'm taking take I'm taking two characters. So let's create a dpf2 string 2. No need to create this if it's if anyway. Let's create it. So how to create s dot sub str of index comma 2. This is done. That particular index, I'm taking the two characters. So index comma 2 me is showing the two characters. So this is done. Now I'll check if that two strings means I can say string to integer of 2. This is my string. This should be less than equals to 26, and then stoi of 2. This should be greater than 0 also, because it can't be 0. 1 to 26 should be my range. So if this is done, then I'll take 2 plus equals to solve function, solve of s comma I plus 2 comma dp, because I am taking the two characters. Finally, what I will do is dp of I equals to take 1 plus take 2. Actually, I have done some mistake. I have to write this condition also, because I am using a dp. So dp of I, when dp of I is not equals to minus 1, so I have to return dp of I. So these are some base conditions. So for satisfying this solution, this should be the base conditions for us. Now what I will do, I can directly return this. So I think this is enough solution for this. Let's run this and see if this will work or not. Return dp of I. If dp of I not equals to minus 1, then I have to return dp of I. So what is the, oh, braces. This was a mistake. Let's run this again. Yeah, it is working perfect. Let's submit this. As you can see, it is working perfect. So now let's discuss about the time and space complexity for this. So we can see here we are using the memorization approach, and in memorization approach we are using the DP, that is vector. So it is taking some space. So space complexity will be go of n, and also time complexity will be go of n. There can be many approaches also. Optimization approaches also, bottom up approach and space optimization approach will be there, so that we can optimize our space. It can be big of one also. So that approach you will see, because if I will do that approach, this video will be very longer, so I can't do that in one video. So please see by yourself. And this was a complete solution. And if you feel like this, if you like this video, And if you feel that this is the one of the video that we can understand, we can see, so please like this and share, subscribe my channel.